In my opinion, the Nintendo Switch is a fairly priced console, with 3 price entries. There's a little bit of everything for everyone. We have the Switch Lite at $200, no detachable Joy-Cons, and is a bit more of your standard handheld console. We have the OG Switch at $300, and the Switch OLED at $350. Both are hybrid consoles. They can be used as a handheld console or docked to the TV like a traditional console. If you're new to getting a Switch, I'd just go for the Switch OLED. Currently it's the best version out. But I do understand not everyone has the luxury of having disposable income just laying around. If you are fortunate enough to be able to get a Switch, I'd like to be able to help you save some money moving forward. In today's video, we will break down the top 10 free games you can play on your Nintendo Switch. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Robot Joe. Let's go ahead and get right into this. Before we get started, I do want to say you can spend money on these games if you want, for like cosmetic stuff or accessories, but all these are free to play. You don't have to spend a dime. What can I say about Fortnite? It even made my list of the best Switch games of all time. They continue to update this game almost weekly. Using the Unreal Engine, the game looks and runs great on the Switch. It has to be the biggest collab of different gaming IPs in the world. Goku, Master Chief, The Witcher, Ariana Grande, and so on. It really is extraordinary what they have done to the Battle Royale category of gaming. If you haven't played the game in a while and thought it was too hard and you don't want to worry about building and shooting at the same time, they have added a no build mode, and it's tons of fun. I know it's cool to hate on this game, and you might have whatever reason for not liking it. All I'm saying is for a game that's absolutely free to play and runs this well, it's worth giving it a shot. Racing games have always been a staple in gaming, and one of the best racing games is absolutely free to play. Asphalt 9 is actually one of the best looking games on the Switch, period. Even though it's free, it looks amazing and plays even better. It's highly addicting. You can feel your adrenaline rushing as you race through the beautiful courses. Choose all the cars from your favorite brands. When it's a close race and you hit that turbo and blow past your opponents, it's so satisfying. You can even whip your car around in a 360 and knock out the other racers. This is one of the games on this list where I honestly can't believe it's free to play. Rocket League used to be a game that cost money to play, but it's now free to play, and it runs and looks amazing on the Switch. If you've never played this game, it's really simple to understand the concept. Soccer plus cars equals Rocket League. This game has pretty simple controls, but by no means does that mean it's easy to play. Rocket League has a big esports community and people are really good at this game. It's fun to play, but it can be a little rage-inducing at times. Sometimes you'll play a game where you're able to make a few goals. Sometimes you'll be obliterated by the other team and it feels like you've never played a video game a day in your life. All that aside, this game is still supported, and it's a fantastic free game. Another game that used to cost money and has recently went free to play is Fall Guys. This game has a cute art style and fun gameplay. You're an odd-shaped, wobbly person whose objectives vary by each level. Sometimes you'll have to win a race, or sometimes survive an obstacle course. Each round, a selected amount will progress to the next level. This game was suspected to be coming to the Switch for a few years, and I was really excited to finally play it. And when it finally arrived on the Switch, it became free to play. It's a really simple game with easy controls, but that's kind of what adds to the charm. So this next game flew criminally under the radar, in my opinion, and it's a lot of fun. The game is called Guardian Tales. I downloaded this game after watching a video about it and played like 30 hours in 2 weeks. You play an adventure where you have to go through and beat different worlds and dungeons. It plays kind of like a 2D Zelda game / RPG. You can level up all your characters and make them extremely powerful. There's also puzzles and riddles to play through and figure out. I think there's like over 20 characters to choose from that you can unlock just by playing. There is daily login rewards as well, and just by playing you unlock tons of cosmetic stuff or new weapons for your character. Build an ultimate team of 4 and go out and conquer the adventure before you. Overwatch 2 is finally here, and now it's free to play. It's essentially just a better version of Overwatch, but I guess that's a good thing. The gameplay is still as good as it's ever been. You are put into teams of 5 vs 5 and have to work together with different character types to take down the other team. You do have to make a battle.net account with a mobile phone number to play, but it doesn't cost you anything to do this. The game runs and looks great on the Switch, and I think it's a great way to play the game. If Overwatch isn't for you, or just not a fan of Blizzard, then Paladins will probably be the perfect fit. If I'm being honest, I kind of prefer Paladins over Overwatch, but that's just me. Similar to Overwatch in the sense that there's 2 teams that battle it out in different game modes and have a variety of different champions that can use their abilities in different ways to try to take the advantage. I pick this game back up every few months in between playing other stuff. It's always fun and always has played great. The controls are very easy to learn and makes playing this game a breeze to pick up and start mastering. Each match is addicting and the gameplay is very satisfying. For some reason or another, we've yet to get a Call of Duty on the Switch, but there is kind of a replacement here. Warface is your answer and substitute for the time being. The only way I can accurately describe it is a Call of Duty clone. It's actually kind of fun though. There's your standard team deathmatch and free-for-all, but they also have missions you can beat with people online. Is it as polished and as good as Call of Duty? Well, no. But remember, this is free to play. It has its own charm as well. I played this for a few months every single day and I found myself really getting into it. And you can play it in handheld. I mean, that's gotta count for something, right? Surely there couldn't be a free Pokemon game on the Switch, right? Well, actually there is. Pokemon Unite is a MOBA, or Multiplayer Online Battle Arena. In this game you have a 5-on-5 match where you win by having more points at the end of the round. This game is highly addicting. It has crossplay where you can play with people on the Switch and the mobile version of this game as well. You can level up your Pokemon as you go, knock out the opponent's Pokemon to prevent them from scoring points. You can pay to help level up your Pokemon quicker, but you don't have to spend a dime if you don't want to. It goes without saying really, but this game runs great on the Switch. So far I think I've mentioned every kind of game. We are well rounded here, but let's end with a fighting game. Actually more of a brawler. Get it? Brawlhalla is basically a Super Smash Bros. Clone. It's pretty fun and has good controls. You can fight against AI, your friends, or online with other people. There's actually a pretty big roster to pick from. It has a huge variety of characters made just for the game. You will also see a few familiar IPs in there as well. Obviously this game isn't going to play exactly like Super Smash Bros., but that's okay. They have done a great job of carving out their own lane in this category. Quickly, for a bonus game, let's talk about Cover Fire. You can actually play this game offline. Just download the game and you actually have a free game that can be played at any time even without internet. The game is a sniper simulator. Take out all of your targets before the time runs out. You can play the story mode or online in tournaments. By any means, I'm not saying it's a great game or anything, but it is a 100% offline free game, and that's kind of rare these days on any console. I hope this video was helpful for anybody looking for a free game or a way to save a little bit of money on the Switch. Believe it or not, there's well over like 50 free games on the Switch. Some are pretty good, some are great, some are not so great. If this video does well enough and you guys want, I'll make a part 2 one day. Just let me know. Guys, I'm Robot Joe. Thank you so much for joining me. You know me, I'll be back soon with a new video. Peace out.